Imagine an ancient city wealthy enough to become famous across the desert, a city connected to trade routes, a city surrounded by mystery. And then, one day, it disappeared. For centuries, travelers and historians searched for a legendary place called Ubar. Some believed it was nothing more than a story. Then, in the 20th century, scientists began searching for clues from space. And beneath the sands of the Arabian Peninsula, they found something unexpected. Welcome to the hidden chapter. Every story has a chapter they forgot to tell you. For centuries, stories circulated about a place known by different names, including Ubar and Wabar. Ancient references described a wealthy settlement somewhere in the deserts of southern Arabia. According to the stories, its wealth came from trade. Caravans crossed the desert carrying valuable goods, including frankincense, a fragrant resin that was highly prized in the ancient world. The desert was not empty. It was crossed by routes connecting distant communities and civilizations. But somewhere along those routes, a settlement may have been lost. Over time, the story became a legend. And the legend became a mystery. For generations, explorers searched the desert for evidence. But finding an ancient settlement in one of the largest and harshest deserts on Earth was incredibly difficult. Sand can hide roads. It can cover buildings. It can erase the visible traces of entire communities. Then technology changed the search. Instead of looking only from the ground, researchers began examining satellite images from above. From space, patterns that were invisible at ground level began to appear. Ancient tracks seemed to converge toward a particular location. The lines looked like the remains of old routes crossing the desert. They suggested that people had once traveled repeatedly through this seemingly empty landscape. In the early 1990s, an expedition traveled to a remote location in Oman known as Shisr. There, researchers found evidence of an ancient settlement. The site included remains of structures and evidence of human activity. But the discovery was not simple. Was this truly the legendary Ubar? Or was it another ancient settlement later connected to the old stories? That question remains part of the mystery. The most fascinating part of the story is that the legend may have contained a real memory. A city may not have literally vanished overnight. It may have declined gradually. Trade routes may have shifted. Water sources may have changed. The settlement may have suffered damage from geological activity. And eventually, the desert may have covered what remained. Over centuries, a real place could become a legend. The name Ubar may refer to a specific settlement, or it may describe a larger region and its people. Researchers continue to debate the exact connection, but the discovery at Shisr showed something important. The Arabian desert was once a landscape of movement, trade, and human activity. What appears empty today may once have been part of a network connecting the ancient world. This is why lost cities are so fascinating. They remind us that history is not only preserved in monuments. Sometimes, it survives as a road beneath the sand, a fragment of pottery, a forgotten name, or a pattern visible only from space. The desert does not always erase the past. Sometimes it simply hides it. A city may have vanished, a legend may have survived, and centuries later, technology helped reveal clues to a forgotten world. The mystery of Ubar is not completely solved, but perhaps that is what makes the story so fascinating. Because sometimes the hidden chapter is not a final answer. Sometimes it is the question that remains. This is the hidden chapter. Every story has a chapter they forgot to tell you.